Hello and welcome to another episode of Growing Organically for Wholesale Markets. Today we will be talking about transplants. Now, transplants are an excellent way to extend your season as well as toughen up your plants against the elements as well as weeds, disease, and pests, and hopefully save you some time in labor in the back end when it comes time for irrigation and weed management. Since Appalachian Harvest doesn't start any transplants for you, and there are items, fruits and vegetables, in the Organic Growers group, if you so choose to grow, that will require transplanting, we're going to take a look at how to transplant from a community seed bed into individual beds with Tamara McNaughton on T&T Farm and Greenhouse in Meadowview, Virginia. Let's take a look.
So we see them in these, what I call community flats, where I only have a limited propagation area, so I can propagate a number of plants in a small area and then transplant them into these cell packs, and some plants get transplanted into, these are called 1204s because there's 12 packs of 4. We make our own soil mix.
Can you explain that thing again real quick? So what is that? It's called
well, this is handmade. It's called a dibble board. There's also the other word for it is pricking. Pricking plants, you're actually, when you're pulling them out of the tray, you're transplanting them from. So dibbling is another word for transplanting. I mean, you could, some people will transplant like this and make a hole and put the plant in. I like to transplant up to the cotyledons. These are the first leaves that come out of the seed, but they're not true leaves. These are the first true, what they call true leaves, and they say you want to transplant after the first true leaves have grown. They get kind of leggy when they're competing in these trays together like this because they're reaching for light. So I like to transplant them a little deeper so that they might be more stockier plants. I always say you're really transplanting roots more than you're transplanting tops, and see how I'm holding them by those cotyledons because it really, like, that plant will be able to regenerate with its true leaves and this other cotyledon without that leaf. So if I rip that leaf when I'm transplanting it, it's not such a worry. But if you rip the roots, like, the roots are really what they need more to establish themselves. So getting those as covered in the cells as possible. These are marigolds germinating hopefully in there. And I like to put my tags, if you'll notice, all in the same front right corner so that when the plants grow, I know where the tags are. And then, like, that tray, there's 2 different varieties in there. So we have this side of the tray is tagged with that variety, and then that side of the tray is tagged with that variety. And then also, of course, record keeping is crucial. Everything that we do today will be recorded in the greenhouse logbook. Really, watering is the most important thing that happens in a greenhouse. They look kind of unhappy at this juncture, but I assure you, after they come out of their transplant shock, they will be very happy.
Well, that's all for today. Join us for a later episode when we talk about direct seeding and plant spacing as well as planting. I hope to see you then on Growing Organically for Wholesale Markets.